Hi everyone, my name is Judy and I will be doing my informative speech on the reason why we celebrate Thanksgiving, which happens to be my favorite holiday. And I'd like to say that my research was pretty interesting. I found out a couple of things that I didn't know and probably would have never known had I not had to do this assignment. Let me start with how Thanksgiving became a national holiday. We have all heard about the Mayflower and about the passengers who sailed 66 days on a quest to America back in 1620. What I didn't know was that they were Christians escaping Christian persecution and in search of a better life. They found themselves anchoring in harbor at Cape Cod, hungry, cold, and ill from contagious diseases. They arrived in the winter months and decided to stay on board the ship. Sadly, many of the individuals lost their lives. However, in the spring and shortly after the Pilgrims built their settlement, they came in contact with Squanto, an English-speaking Native American. Squanto taught the Pilgrims how to plant corn, fish, hunt, and become self-sufficient. Thanksgiving celebration. The first celebration took place in 1621 by Plymouth colonists and Native Americans in celebration of the first corn harvest. This was organized by Governor William Bradford. The celebration lasted 3 days. According to the History Channel chronicler Edward Winslow, quote, "The Wampanoag Native Americans arrived bearing 5 deer. The 3-day celebration consisted of hunting, eating, and other entertainment. Ironically, turkey was not on the menu. However, they did serve venison, barley, porridge, and corn." Thanksgiving, a national holiday. In 1789, President George Washington announces Thanksgiving as the first ever national holiday. But according to Plymouth Plantation, the Continental Congress first proclaimed the first national Thanksgiving in 1777. But by 1815, the holiday was no longer observed or celebrated in the United States. It was only celebrated in England until about 1850, when most every state celebrated the holiday again. Now this is the most interesting part that I found. Sarah Joseph Hale. She was an American writer and also the author of what we know as Mary Had a Little Lamb. She campaigned for 30 years. Her campaign started in 1846, writing to every president, which I think was 5, that served until President Abraham Lincoln, who she persuaded enough to support legislation. She had also published recipes that included turkey, pumpkin pie, and potatoes in support of making Thanksgiving a national holiday. As mentioned in ThoughtCo.com, because of the stress from the American Civil War, President Lincoln established Thanksgiving as a national holiday in 1863 as a way to unify the nation. Now that part I really liked reading. My conclusion. Celebrating Thanksgiving, which I mentioned before, is my favorite holiday, but I think moving forward it will be a much more meaningful celebration after learning of the historical background and the 30-year campaign by Sarah J. Hale. Also, remembering those who lost their lives along the way and the friendships that were established as the English colonists and the Wampanoag Native Americans celebrated and learned, more importantly, to coexist. Class, I hope you guys enjoyed my recording. Thank you.